Hello, my name is Mama May. I've been trading NFTs in the past 2 years and have learned what works and what doesn't when it comes to making money. An important topic I want to go over with you is gas fees and break-even points because when it's your time to buy and sell your NFTs, I want you to get as much profit as possible. So I'm here to guide you and I will take you through the steps and fast forward your journey by 2 years just by teaching some of my strategies for free. So the next topic will be gas fees and break-even points. What are gas fees and how do they work? Gas fees is something all users must pay in order to perform any type of transaction on the ETH blockchain. When you're approving, buying, listing, or selling your NFTs, a validator, also known as a staker, approves your transaction on the blockchain and takes a small fee for doing so. Another term you'll see in conjunction with gas is Gwei, which is a small unit of ETH used to calculate how much the transaction fee on the ETH network will be. Now, if there's a lot of people on the ETH network trying to send a transaction through all at once, think of it as a freeway where only a limited amount could go through. So right here, this is a nice visual. It's currently not as congested, but when there's a lot of people, there's a little bit of a wait time before they can get on that certain block. So you'll see here that it says the medium transfer fee is about 55 cents, and then you have 75 pending transactions. It just gives you an idea of how busy the blockchain is. Now, when it is busy, there is a way to bypass that traffic, and you could do so by increasing your gas fee, which is considered a tip to the staker, who is the one processing your transaction. So, when you're buying and selling your NFTs, it's important to take note of how high the Gwei is to give you an idea of how much ETH you'll be spending to put your transaction through. A Chrome extension I recommend downloading is ETH gas price extension. Add it to your Chrome and let's pin it. So right now it's telling us the base fee of Gwei is about 11. And over here we can see what Gwei is currently at. So Gwei is about 12 and there's a less likely chance and a more likely chance, and this is telling you how much priority fee you would have to pay, which is also known as the tip, to the staker to push your transaction through. So if I'm just paying the lowest amount of gas Gwei, I'm just going to be putting 15 and 0.07 Gwei. I have a 70% chance of my transaction going through. Now, if I'm trying to buy something like a NFT that is very popular, or I want to make sure I like that NFT and just get that one that I want, you would increase your gas fees and you would do so by increasing your priority, which is, like I said, the tip to the validator, and you'll be paying 0.12 Gwei. And this way you have a 99% chance of getting that transaction to go through. Now let me show you an example of how we can up our gas. So I'm going to simulate sending ETH to myself. So ETH or Gwei is currently not high at the moment. So remember how I said when Gwei, let's see, Gwei is 12 and the fee to send my transaction through is 0.0002 ETH. Now, if I wanted something and I wanted to be aggressive with my gas, I can up this fee. So let's say 100. The priority fee is your tip to the validator. And now instead of 0.0002 ETH, it costs 0.001 ETH, which doubled the cost, but I increased my chance of getting that NFT. And all of these fees are very important to know because when it comes time to buying, you want to take note of all these transaction fees because these fees will be the ones eating at your profit and you want to make sure it doesn't overtake your profits. So next up, we'll be going over royalties and royalty and creator fees. And then I'll simulate how we can break even and make some profits. When we're buying NFTs, there are different NFT marketplaces that we can use. I mentioned two. One is OpenSea and another is Blur. Let's take a look at the collection of OPEPN. It's a project I actually made a call on last week. And here we can see creator earnings are at 0.5%. So anytime you're selling an NFT, 0.5% of that profit is going to the project. And something to keep in mind is with OpenSea, there is a marketplace fee and they charge 2.5%. So in the end, when you're selling your NFT, you have to minus 3% from your profits. And now let's take a look at Blur. Over here, we can see the royalty fee is at 0.5%. And then something to keep in mind, with Blur, their marketplace fee is 0.5%. So in the end, when you're selling an NFT, you're minusing 1% from your profits. Something that I highly recommend to do anytime you're buying and selling is to always calculate your break-even point. So let's take a look at OPEPN. And when I called this out, it was originally at 0.55, and let's just say I sold it for 0.58. I'm just throwing out numbers. So in my mind, I am thinking I am making 0.03 ETH. But that is why fees are important. You got your gas fees, you got your listing fees, and then on top of that, you also have your collection royalty fees, which is the 0.5, and then your service fee, which is the marketplace fee. So let's say I sold this NFT on OpenSea. The service fee is 0.1, that was about $27. The royalty is here, 0.002, about $5. So in the end, did I really make 0.03 ETH? No, my profit is 0.006. It's about $11. Now, yay, I did make profit, but could I have made more? There is always that, yes, I could always make more. And that's why I'm teaching you these skills on strategies on how you can utilize what I've learned to make your profits higher. So now let's say that we bought this using Blur. Blur's marketplace fee is 0.5%. So now our service fee has gone down dramatically. Instead of about $20, it's now $5. So in the end, with all the fees and the gas fees, my total profit is 0.01, and that is $33. Now, when you're buying and selling and you're constantly doing, which is what you will be doing, I want to make sure that you're pocketing all the profit that you can. And that starts adding up. So OPEPN, like I said, I actually did a call on this. We called it at 0.55 and it peaked at 0.71. So that was, and after all the fees, let's just say we were using Blur, that was a whopping 0.14 ETH. That's a $275 gain. And I bought and sold 3 of these, and I easily made $750. So this is the importance of why we have to take note of all the fees and the gas fees, because in the end, I want you to maximize your profits. So next up, let's talk about how I find these projects.